Good morning. How are we doing on this fabulous Saturday morning? There's Anne. Good morning, Anne.
Morning.
We are ready. So today's class, just weights. No band, no ball, no Pilates ring, just your weights. So if you are ready, we're going to start with a little warm up. Make sure you muted your computer. And here we go. Take your feet nice and wide. Pull the elbows back and make a fist. Hollow out your stomach, of course, because we always have to do that. And now just come halfway down. So probably getting a nice little stretch in the back of the legs and a little bit from the inner thighs. And if you take your feet even further apart, you're going to feel the inner thighs a little bit more. So let's just keep going up and down a few more times. You can keep a little micro bend in the knee, doesn't need to be locked out. Now in this last one, we're just going to take it all the way down, release the arms to the floor and let your head dangle. Now from here, we're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. So you look towards the front of the mat and then fold it back down again. And inhale, lift, you're looking up. And then exhale, release it back down. And let's do that one more time. And from here, arms out to the side, come back up to standing. We're going to flip the palms and reach them up. And now we're going to come all the way back down again. Push your butt backwards. Moving nice and slow, let the head go. Inhale, extend, look up. And then exhale back down again. Try to drift the weight to the back of the room. Inhale, look up. Exhale back down. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Step your feet in so you're in your regular high plank. And just hold it here and breathe. Now we're going to meet in a down dog. Hold that and breathe. Pull back forward to plank. And back to your down dog. And let's just oscillate between the two. Just a few more times. Okay, from your plank, you're going to step your left foot in and the right foot in. Cross the arms, relax the head. We're looking through our knees. So take some big, deep breaths as you unweight the upper body. Really try to expand the rib cage on each of them. Okay, hands back to the floor, step back to your plank, just hold it for a few breaths. Get used to remembering to always engage the belly. Step your feet into bear and put the knees down on the floor. We're going to do 3 or 4 cat-cows. Hang out in them as long as you want. Make them your own. Whatever feels good for your body. Just oscillate between the two. Okay, so now drift your knees back. Take your hands to the corners of the front of the mat and pull your hips back over your heels. So we're stretching out, feeling a nice little tug under the armpits. You can isometrically pull them towards the knees. They're not going to move. Keep your neck long and your head off the floor. Now from here, come onto the tops of your feet and sit all the way back on the heels. Let's put the forehead down on the mat and just breathe into your lower back. Nice. So come back up. Kick those feet out to the side. Have a seat. We're going to meet in a staff pose. So take the heels to the front of your mat and put them in the corners. That didn't sound very good, but oh well, I'm sorry. Here we go. Sit up nice and tall. And now C-curve the spine. Suck in the stomach. Come down very slowly. We're still going through our warm-up. You're going to pull both knees up and into the chest. And you're going to open them out nice and wide. Push them forward. You're making a circle with them. Bring them back in and do it again. So this is nice and slow. Don't be in a hurry. Now let's just reverse it. Change your direction. Now we're going to warm up our hip flexors. So let's get our legs all the way up to the ceiling. Your heels are pushing towards the ceiling and your legs are straight. Let's take that right leg down towards the floor. You be the judge of how low it goes and then bring it back up. This is an exercise for the hip flexor. Switch sides and lift. You're going to feel it a little bit on the transverse abdominis because you're hollowing out your belly. And just keep going from side to side. Your neck is relaxed, your arms are just hanging out. This is really about your core and your hips. So we're going to switch this up. Bring both feet back up to the ceiling. Open both feet nice and wide, as far as they'll go with your legs straight and your feet flexed. Pull them back together at the top. And just do that a few times. So you're getting your inner thighs ready for some lateral lunges. Do 3 or 4 more. Okay, now let's get this belly used to pressing down. So suck it down actively and then start to lower the legs. You decide how low they're going to go and then bring them back up. So it's not super slow. It's like 3 counts down and 3 counts up. While you press the belly down, if you find the belly popping up and you're losing control of it, you're lowering your legs too much. So just make those subtle adjustments to what feels better for you. Just going to do a few more of these. Okay, now pull those knees into the chest. Let's keep the knees together and make a tiny circle. Nice. This is a nice little massage for the lower back. Change the direction. Now put the feet on the floor, hip width apart with your legs bent. All we're going to do is take the arms, the back of the arms to the floor. You're making a goal post. So your hands are up, elbow to shoulder down on the floor. Now take the hands back to the floor and bring them forward. Ideally, you want your elbows in line with the shoulders. So you might need to have a little look on both sides to make sure you've got them where they should be. And just keep oscillating between the two. Great way to warm up your shoulders. Now take them as far forward as you can without them rounding forward. So take them all the way back and as far forward as you can without them pulling away from the floor. You should feel the whole back of the shoulder on the floor. This is really good shoulder rehab, as I call it. We spend too much time in bad posture and it catches up with us. Okay, bring those arms back. Now, your feet are hip width apart, your legs are bent. You're just going to take the knees to the left, bring them back up and go right. So this is what I call a cheap glute massage. You should feel a nice little release in your glutes when you go side to side. That's why it's important to keep those legs bent. Couple more. Then we're going to get up and we're going to start working our legs. Okay, bring the knees into the chest, rock and roll up, come all the way up to standing. So to start, grab your weights that you use for legs. So I'm going to start out with my big girl weights. Okay, now have a set close by just in case you need to switch. So we're going to start out towards the front of your mat. Good posture is really important here. I'm going to have you step your right leg back, give me a little bit of a lunge, and then come forward and then switch. Left leg. Nice. Now we're going to keep both feet forward. We're going to squat. And now we're going to step right. Hopefully we have enough space. Step right, bring the weights inside the foot. Give me that lateral lunge. And then go the other side. Left with a lateral lunge. Step back in. Take the weights back by your side. You're coming back to that reverse lunge. This is really sort of like a leg warm up. Now we squat. And now we lateral lunge again. So keep your spine long. And let's repeat that again. So right leg back. Left leg. Squat. Lateral lunge. Other side. We're going to run through this just 2 more times. Maintain your posture. Try not to drop your face. Keep it nice and fluid. Last round of these. Spine stays long on these laterals. Okay, put the weights down just for a sec. Shake out your grip. We're going to do a combination single leg deadlift and a row for our upper back. So again, heavy weights. You've heard me say that a lot lately. Okay, so here we go. Right leg is working. Left leg goes back. Come on down with the weights. Now you're back on your 2 feet. Fold halfway down. Give me 5 rows. Come back up. Now your right leg goes back. You're working the left. Single leg deadlift. Back up on 2 feet. Back to your 5 rows. And back to working that right leg. Left leg sweeps back. Come back up. Give me 5 rows. Back up standing. Right leg back. Five rows. Back up standing. Left leg goes back. Back to your rows. Back up standing. Woo! Starting to feel those rows. Hopefully you are too. Right leg back. 5 rows. This is our last set of rows. Okay, put those weights down. Shake it out. I'm going to grab a quick sip. Now we're going to do deadlifts. side to side. So left leg, right leg, switching back and forth. It's really important to challenge yourself with big weights, as long as you can hold them. Okay, so start working the right leg. Left leg goes back. Come on down. Right back up. And now sweep the other leg back. And just keep alternating. So how far do you lower? You lower as far as you can. Maybe it's halfway, 3/4 of the way. Maybe it's till the weights hit the floor. Both legs should be really straight. Five more. We got this. So good for us. You're getting a lot of upper body just holding these heavy weights. A lot of lower body, a lot of balance. Such a good exercise. Oh, let's just do one more on each side. It's so fun. I love doing anything that involves balance with weights. Okay, put them down. Ooh. Shoulder time. So I'm going to go one level down for my shoulders. But if you can still keep the heaviest ones you have, please do it. Take the legs just outside the mat or to the width of the mat and start alternating shoulder presses. Now, don't sink into those hips. You want to lift from the top of your head and get your spine as long as you can. Glutes are tight. Hips don't pull forward. Nice. Keep it going. So try to exhale when you lift up. Now we're going to do 3 together. 3, 2, 1. Come down 3 rows. Come back up, shoulder your weights, alternate. So you should feel nice and stable because you got good distance between your feet. Great job. 3 more. Now we do 3 together. 3, 2, 1. Hinge at your hips, 3 rows. Shoulder the weights, back to alternating. Nice job. Don't forget to breathe. Great job. 3 more. Now 3 together. Oh my goodness. 2, 1. Give me 3 rows. Nice job. Shoulder the weights. Turn into your lateral lunge position. Get your feet far apart. Lunge right. Come back up. Go left. Butt goes back. Weight your heel. Spine is long. If you get tired of holding those arms, bring the weights down to the instep of your front foot. Or do alternating. So you do 1 and 1. And then release the weights. 1 and 1. Makes it a little more manageable, but not too easy. if you keep switching the grip. Because it's definitely more work to hold them at the shoulder. You have 3 more, that's it of these. Don't drop the face. If you have a tendency to do that, it makes it so much easier for you to round through your upper back, and we don't want that. Okay, put those weights down. We're going to do a little core segment. Give our hands a bit of a rest. So grab some water, lie down. We're starting out. Legs are bent, feet are flexed. Take your hands to your thighs. Push them and press your lower back into the floor with your tummy down. Don't let the legs move. And then pull the knees into the chest. Release it. Then we start again. Knees over hips, feet flexed. Push away. Back on the floor. Tummy down. Pull the knees in. 1 more. Okay, from here, keep the legs where they are. Extend the arms up. Palms face. Left arm back, right leg out. Pull back together. Switch sides. This should feel pretty doable. We've warmed up our hip flexors. Your core body temperature should be nice and warm. Just keep alternating. All you have to do is keep that tummy pressing down. Go side to side. Whatever pace you want is where you're at. Three more. Okay, hug those knees into the chest. You're going to make that nice little circle we did previously with your knees together. Change the direction. Now from here, rock and roll it up. Find the heaviest weight you have in your pile. We're going to hold it horizontally. Come back down, get into a bridge. Put the weight on your very top part of your thighs or right over your hip bones, whatever feels good. I do want the back of your arms off the floor. Now, just hold it here for a sec. Get the tummy pushing down and the glutes tight. Now, you're going to walk your feet a little further away from you and lift your toes up off the floor. Just hold. Back of the arms are not down. You're using that weight to make this a little more challenging. Now, 1 vertebrae at a time, slowly lower your butt till your cheeks hit the floor or your lower back, and then bridge it back up. Squeeze those glutes with all your might. Let the toes hit the floor. Walk your feet out a little further. Lift your toes up. Hopefully, you're feeling a lot of the hamstring working right now. Lower your butt slow and pick it back up. This is your core and your hamstrings right now. Keep pressing the belly down. Toes are off the floor. Now, put the toes down. Walk those feet a little further out. Lift the toes back up. Hello, hamstrings. Yes, I am feeling this. Lower that butt. Lift it back up. I know you wanted to hang out there, but you're not going to. We're not done yet. Squeeze and lift. Now to finish this off, I'm going to have you squeeze your knees together. Oh my goodness, feeling a lot more of the outer hip and glutes. Just enjoy. How good does that feel? Keep the squeeze. We love the squeeze. You have 5 more breaths while you squeeze. Okay, lower your butt. Oh my goodness. Roll yourself up. Put the weight off to the side. Your heels are in the corners of your mat. You're sitting up nice and tall in staff pose. Now, walk your hands out with your spine long. This is a stretch for your hamstrings and your lower back. When you can't get any further, round your back, let your head go. Okay, come on back up. We have one more exercise for the butt and hammies. You're going to come into your all fours position. Your toes are tucked under. You're going to grab a medium-sized weight, whatever you can grab, tuck it behind the left knee. Now, this is really important that we try to keep our hips from shifting side to side and your tummy in as you lift the left knee up off the floor and bring it back down and lift it back up. So the only thing moving is that left leg. Up and down. Try not, I'm going to say it again, not let the body shift right just because that left knee is not on the. We have 8 more. Now your face is looking forward of the mat, so your neck stays long. Nice. Now take that weight off the leg. Hold it in your left hand, get the elbow up, and give me 12 kickbacks, working your triceps on that left arm. Nice job. When you're done, switch sides. Take that weight behind the right knee. You're in your quadruped position. Hollow out the belly. The power comes from your core. Right knee lifts and lowers. Weight doesn't shift. It's challenging your transverse abdominis muscles to really maintain square. Should be about halfway. Let's do 6 more, nice and slow. Keep that tummy pressing up to the belly button, to the spine, I mean. Last 3. 2. 1 more. Now pick up that weight in the right hand. Kickbacks, right arm. Both toes tuck under. Control the movement of the weight. It's not a swing. That defeats the whole purpose of this exercise. Couple more. Nice. Okay, put that weight down. Come off your knees. Let's get up. We're going to do a two-legged deadlift with the heaviest weights in your pile. So pick them up. We're going to hold them out in front. Feet hip width apart. You ready? Here we go. Butt back. Weight your heels so there's no weight in your toes. Your spine is long, right? You don't hunch your back or round it. Micro bend in your knee. Barely a bend. So you have to really be mindful to try when you're descending to move your rear end backwards. Okay, now that you have this movement pattern perfect, we're just going to go a tiny bit quicker. You're still squeezing. You're still maintaining a long spine. You're just moving a little faster. Same range. Don't shorten your range. That'd be terrible. So let's do 8 more. Last 4. If you're with me. 3, 2. Now, when we get to 1, go back down there. And maybe it's 3/4 of the way down the shin. And just go up and down a little bit. Now let the weights, so you move them so your palms face each other. Up and down. You should have heavy, heavy weights doing this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Take it out, put your weights down, come on back down on the floor. Both knees pull up and into the chest, you're lying down. Should feel good. Rock it side to side. Make a circle. Whatever feels good. Go the other way. Now we're going to squeeze in a quick little stretch for the hamstrings. Take your right leg all the way down along the floor. 2 fingers or a towel around the left foot. Straighten that left leg. Really get it straight, like lock it out straight. Once you've done that, push your heel to the ceiling. Push it, push it, push it. Foot is flexed. Now, if you can, with the help of your breath, when you exhale out, see if you can move the leg a little further back without letting the right calf get off the floor. Just hold and breathe. Nice job. Okay, take that left leg all the way down and let's just switch. Right foot comes in, hold any way you like. I would really like that leg straight. I'd really like your left calf down on the floor. Push the heel to the ceiling. Push. You should feel a little tremble going on. That's okay. Now, when you exhale, see if you can move the foot backwards a little bit. While you keep pushing the heel to the ceiling. Nice job. Okay, both knees up and into the chest. Make that nice circle again. Today's class, a little love, a little torture. Go the other way. Okay, extend your legs all the way down along the floor. Take your arms all the way back behind you. Full body stretch. Open the arms wide. Spread the fingers wide. Point the toes. Pull the body in opposite directions. Nice. Bring the arms forward. Roll it up. One vertebrae at a time. Suck in the belly. Round forward. Forearms to the floor, let the head go. You're rounding your upper back. Okay, now. This is an easy, quick transition. You probably have the heaviest weights very close to you. Come on back down. Get yourself back up into a bridge in your chest press position. So palms face forward, weights over chest. You're going to lower the back of the arms to the floor, push back up. Squeeze your butt while you do this. Keep your wrists neutral. 3 counts down, 3 counts up. It's not fast. Let the weights kiss each other at the top each time. And keep squeezing your butt cheeks. Hollow out your belly. Now let the knees pull into each other. Don't move your feet, just the knees. Squeeze your knees while you press. Why not bring a little more challenge to the party, right? Now you own this pace. You can go slower or you can go faster. You have 12 to go. If you need to switch weights, do it, but don't stop. Keep squeezing hard with your legs. It's an inner thigh challenge going on here. I got to get through 4 more. If you've already finished, get into a plank position. Okay. Plank on the forearms. So, also known as low plank. You ready? Meet me there. Bring your heels and toes together, elbows under the shoulder. Don't drop your face. Now, butt goes up a couple of inches, so it's higher than the back, and then let the right hip go down. Feel your oblique. You love this feeling. Lift back up. Butt higher than the back. Go left. Hold it down. Feet don't move. Butt back up. Now you're going to go side to side, but still fairly slowly. Right side, left side. Right side, left side. Keep it going. Gotta get that tummy in. Don't let it go, whatever you do. If you need a little reprieve, it means putting your knees down. Holding a plank, but don't quit. Modified, but don't quit. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Walk your elbows all the way back, maybe in a child's pose. You're gonna feel so good. This is a great way to stretch out the back after a plank. Breathe into your lower back. You got your forehead down, you're sitting on your heels. Big, big, big breaths. Okay, come up, and now let's open. You're gonna come onto your toes. You're going to open your knees to the width of the mat. Bring the hips over the heels and walk your hands out. So this time, the forehead is not on the floor. Now, as you exhale, see if you can relax your armpits a little closer to the floor. This is a nice stretch for the arms and lats. Inner thighs should feel good. Okay, come back up onto all fours. Bring your knees in so you're hip width apart. You're going to do some cat-cows here. So we're going to hold the cat. So I want you to really pull the shoulder blades apart. And now drift your hips back. Now sink into the shoulders. Take your gaze forward. Look out. Now, if you've let the belly go, please find it. Pull it in. And reverse it. Round your back, drop your head. Drift your hips back. Hold the pose. Come forward, sink into the shoulders, look out. Find that belly. Pull it where it's supposed to be. Now, neutralize the spine. Come off your knees so you're just holding a bear. Make sure your neck is long, you're looking forward. Tummy is in. Now I want you to take your knees, squeeze them together. In bear. Just activate those inner thighs. Hold the bear. This is your last effort today. Make it great. Squeeze harder. Sweat more. It's so good for you. Open the knees, hold the bear. Count to 10 slowly, then you squeeze your knees again. Squeeze your knees. Count to 10 slowly. Come into a small downward facing dog, heels on the floor. Lift high on the toes. Press your heels down. Lift high on the toes. Higher. Lower the heels. 2 more. Baby steps with your feet forward to your hands. Come all the way back up. Sweep the arms to the ceiling. We have one last quick stretch to do. Pyramid. Left foot forward, right leg back. Enough stability. But if you can take that back foot and move it in a little bit to make it a little more challenging to balance, can only help you. Spine stays long. Start walking down the leg. This is such a good hamstring stretch. Okay, when you're all the way down, take your fingers out in front, hold over that front leg. Now from this position, you can take that back foot, move it behind the left one. So just move it left. So you're walking a tightrope. It's a balance challenge. So we're going to take the fingers off the floor and bring ourselves back up to standing. Nice. Step this right leg back, switch sides. It's your last stretch. Then you get to start your fun Saturday. Slide it down, walk it down, round over that leg, relax the head. Just hold here, breathe. See, both legs are straight. Take this back foot behind the left one, so you're walking a tightrope. Hands off the floor. Come back up slowly. Whoa, that was hard. Okay, here we go. The games are over. Deep breath. Hands to heart. I thank you so much for your power and strength. Have a fabulous Saturday.